Hi, and welcome to Drill Bits. I'm Drill.
I'm Don Meacho.
And welcome. How's you going, Don?
I'm alright.
Don.
I'm alright.
What are you doing today?
It's BWP Summer Rumble. I am in the Summer Rumble and I'm cashing in my Money in the Bank briefcase after the Summer Rumble. Directly after.
Are you allowed to mention that?
Well, this is gonna be fucking put on afterwards anyway, throughout the results anyway. They're gonna be all over social media.
There was that the Rumble's going to be for the belt.
Yeah, but this isn't gonna be on until everything's been fucking announced anyway on Facebook. So I'm allowed to do it. The fuck do you think I am?
Never mind.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, so we're at BWP today. What matches you got today?
Got the Summer Rumble and I'm cashing my briefcase.
I forgot. Since start tracking. So, Don Meacho. Why are you called Don Meacho?
When I was in my final year of school doing GCSE drama, we were allowed for the final piece, the final exam, the groups were allowed to group with whoever they wanted and do whatever they wanted. It was purely based on acting. So the 5 lads in the group all decided that we were going to do a gangster epic. So we did a gangster epic. It was part based on Scarface, part based on Goodfellas, blah blah blah. And I played the kingpin drug lord called Don Salieri. And one day somebody called me Don Meacho, and it just like stuck from there. And then when I came to choose my wrestling name, that was the only name that sounded right. So that's basically it. Even though for the first few years there was nothing gangster at all about Don Meacho. I'm sure everyone remembers and knows about. Yeah.
So, what does the character Don Meacho stand for?
The character has evolved quite a bit. Basically, I started training at the Future Shock training school, which is a fantastic school, and if anyone wants to be a wrestler, they should go down and train at Future Shock. That's my opinion anyway. And I trained there for about just over a year, and I was at a level where I was ready for shows. There was also a point, there was also a, so what are you looking for? A spot. There was also a spot on the card for me, which was part of a new faction of new guys, a faction of disgruntled rookies. And I was, being one of the bigger guys in the school, one of the bigger guys on the roster, I was able to fill that part, and I was just doing an enforcer gimmick, but there was lots of like, lots of that shit. So that's what I was doing. I was just basically doing that. And the character didn't really have anything other than he was an enforcer and a big angry nasty heel. It was very like generic and that. And it was that for a while, and then I came and I did a few of these trainee shows with BWP, and they liked me. They weren't a big fan of the character, they liked the name, and they suggested that I play off that side of the character more and do more of a gangster gimmick. So I started wearing the coat, and started doing more of a gang stuff, but it didn't really like come out, if you know what I mean. Like straight away, it felt a bit awkward, and then I won the rookie division strap, and then I got injured. Match gave Solid Durson, hit him so hard with a clothesline, I dislocated my own shoulder, and then it went back in. And then I wrestled again and it came out again, and it was proper fucked. Like it was proper, I was fucking like proper. I was in hospital and everything, it was grim. So I had to vacate that, and because I was injured I got to do lots of ringside stuff and started a whole faction called the Red Right Hand, and because I couldn't do the physical stuff in the ring that was so used to and let what I do in the ring do the talking, I had to like put the character stuff on. So I was wearing a suit And because I was injured and I thought my shoulder was injured, I couldn't wrestle, I thought if I'm going to be injured, I'm going to have a leg injury, because a leg injury is more visual.
Yeah.
So I went out and I decided I was going to have a leg injury on the day of the show. Decided I need a cane. Decided I need a cane. So it's locked. Fucking idiot.
Who's in there?
What?
Who's in there?
I'm doing drill bits with drill.
Who is it? And you've gone.
Anyway. Oh, so, yeah, I needed a cane. So I went to a charity shop and bought one of them old person canes.
Yeah.
Remember it?
Yeah.
I bought an old person cane, I was doing that. So I was hobbling around the knee, and then then obviously my leg injury got better as the shows went on. But I had so much fun with the cane. I had so much fun with it that I was like, I'm going to keep this. And because I wasn't doing any wrestling, I was just doing character stuff, I really got underneath this character and understood what this character was about. So I got some new wrestling gear made, instead of having the red skull or the white skull with the like claw marks on it. I got a pinstripe singlet with Don Meacho in fucking Godfather.
Yeah.
Got that, and I had the new gear, and I came back for that show, and when I got in the ring I knew exactly what that character was about, and I've been having a fucking blast ever since.
Beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.
Singlet's nice as well.
It is nice, isn't it? I'm gonna get a red pinstripe one with the name. It's gonna be the same, but it's gonna be a red pinstripe, and Don Meacho's gonna be in red instead of white.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah.
So you mentioned Future Shock, and you trained there for a year.
Yeah.
And you're on shows. Who was your first? Well, let's start with this one first. Have you always trained at Future Shock? Or have you gone anywhere else?
I have always trained at Future Shock.
Have you never gone nowhere else?
Nope.
How come?
Basically because in the Northwest, Future Shock has the best reputation as a training school.
Yeah.
Or it did when I started there. A few more schools have cropped up, but out of the other schools, I don't mean this in any disrespect before, out of all the schools that there are in the Northwest, GPW, RWA, Future Shock has produced the most guys who have gone to wrestle elsewhere. Not other schools, a lot of other schools don't have that. Guys like Cyanide, Gallagher, Gibson, Bailey, all products of Future Shock who've all gone and wrestled elsewhere in the country. They're the most prominent ones, obviously, but there's a lot of guys who only wrestle for RWA and only wrestle for GPW, you know? I don't know why, because you should like go out and wrestle as much place as possible. I've never had any other thought to go anywhere else, because I get what I need at Future Shock, you know?
Yeah.
You get taught the basics very, very well, and then when you get to a level where you get up to the, you know, to the more advanced stuff, they focus a lot on the advanced stuff as well. And it's like they changed it up a bit. They were like mainly open classes for a while, which was good because 1 week you'd be doing very basic stuff, and then you'd be doing like more advanced stuff, which is like when you start off and you start doing like moves and like spots and stuff. You know, it's like fucking loads and loads of fun instead of just doing wrist locks for an hour or like headlock takedowns for like 3 hours and that sort of stuff, which is all, you know, it's all dead important in that, but it should be like, I like the way it is now, because now it's like when you've got to a certain level in the fundamentals class, you then get invited to go to you get invited to go to the advanced class, so you take what you've learned there, and it's when you get to a certain level, so you don't get like, you know, a guy who's on his second week trying to do a fucking fisherman's brain buster in a fucking spot because he saw it on YouTube the day before. You don't get to do that. And it's normally on like a new guy who says, yeah, you can do that on me, because some trainee comes up and says, can I do a brain bust? He's got no. No, mate. Yeah,
I mean, a lot of people do that. So who takes the training at Future Shock?
Head trainer now is Xander Cooper. He started taking regular sessions. Started taking regular sessions about 3 or 4 years ago, and he's the head trainer now. It's been officially handed over to him. And Xander Cooper's he's a really good trainer. He really knows his stuff. And he's quite a good friend as well, to be honest. Cool. Yeah, legend has it when Don Meacho and Xander Cooper travelled from wrestling shows together, we have a cigar.
Legend has it.
Yeah, legend has it. Legend has it, yeah. Yeah.
So, who was your first ever match then?
Match on a show?
On a show, yeah.
First match on a show was Future Shock Underground #1. It was the debut show in Prestwich.
Yeah.
And it was an 8-man tag team match. It was me, Xander Cooper, Nordic Warrior and Dan Evans versus Reynaldo, Joe Vega, Reginald Smedley III, and Simon Valor filling in for DDL. Yeah. That was fun because I got to fucking work with Si for the first time.
How did that go for you?
It was great because Si had his reputation for liking to work very, very snug. Snug.
That's the point.
Yeah. He likes working very, very snug, and he came over to me and says, I want to do a 4-arm trade-off with you, and you do lariats and stuff, don't you? So I said, yeah. He goes, okay, we'll do this. So got in, and then we locked up, and Si went break, and then he said, hit me, so I gave him a 4-arm. I do 4-arm, and he sort of like looked away and shook his head, and then fucking clobbered me really fucking hard in my jaw. I was like, right, punk. So then it was just like, we just started fucking twatting each other with these 4-arms. And then there was all stuff like where he did a fucking lariat, and then I like no-sold it, and then this, that and the other. And that like led into like a sort of like year-long like mini feud, not like a feud that's like a big deal, but just like we had like a lot of matches together, and it was just like I did actually really enjoy those matches because they were just two guys of like equal size and similar styles just knocking the fuck out of each other, you know. And I got to do some stuff like he'd come up and he'd go like, yeah, I'm like catch your foot and then like throw you backwards over the rope, and I'm like, okay. Yeah, it was fine though. It was fun. Loads of fun.
Yeah,
loads of fun. But yeah, that was my first match.
So that was your first match. How did you think your first match went? Have you seen it back?
Of course, I've seen it back.
What did you?
It went well. It went well, and you know, it was what it was. It was an 8-man tag match. It was full of crazy spots and stuff. But you just like when I watch it back now, I just look at stuff and just go like, oh.
You look a bit robotic.
Not really, no. I have like always moved well, but I don't like. To me, when I watch wrestling, I don't want to see like the latest, the latest cools. I don't want to see like loads of cool spots. I do like them and stuff, but I would rather see someone, throw a clothesline that the other guy's ducking, but have it look like he's trying to actually hit him instead of just going, this is just a part of the spot, if you know what I mean. And that was the stuff that, like, when I watched the first match back, I just go like, oh, because it looks so fun. It looks like it's not. I'm too busy thinking of like the next spot and stuff. But like my movements around the ring and stuff were always like, exaggerated and that, because it just sort of like came naturally and stuff. But yeah, watching back, I did this like fucking knee to the gut, and it's fucking so bad. It looks really fucking weak.
Do you not do it anymore?
No, I do them now.
You do.
But they look better. They look good because I like made a point of doing them, making them look good. So yeah, it just looks shit. But no, it's all right. It's all right, It was good because like your first match, and like some people's like first match in like a working men's club in front of like 20 people. But this was like I walked out onto like the stage and I could see the wrestling ring and just loads of people. The place was like, there was like 500 people there on that first show. So that was like my debut. So it was like, my cousin took this photograph of me, like stood on the stood on the corner, and she's got me like at the point where my arms are like that, and it's just like me on this, and then just like you just see people. So it looks like it's fucking really cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's your earliest memory of watching wrestling? And
Watching wrestling, I was at my nan and granddad's, and it was fucking Bam Bam Bigelow versus Doink the Clown. That's all. That's what I can remember.
Nice.
That's the earliest memory of seeing wrestling, but I started watching it because it was on. It was on at 8 o'clock after Cartoon Network finished on Friday. WCW on TNT, yeah. So I used to watch that like religiously every Friday.
On Channel 5.
Well, yeah, but I'd already seen like what happened like the week before. Because that was like a bit of every show, wasn't it? It was like a match from like Thunder, Saturday night, and Nitro.
I don't know.
That's what it was.
I thought it was just a proper show.
No. It was little bits of loads of different shows. But yeah, I was WCW, and then I discovered WWF.
So what made you want to get into wrestling?
Well, I was 20 years old, and I basically, for the record, I absolutely fucking hate doing any form of exercise. It was horrible, right? I could not get into any sort of like healthy routine at the gym because, you know, all I was asked about is like going out and getting drunk and, you know, smoking weed and doing all that naughty stuff you do when you're a fucking kid.
Yeah.
And it basically got to the point where I just went, I need to do something here, you know. So I just decided one day, and I went down to the training school, and it was dead fun. And like, yeah, that was basically it. Had fun because I went every weekend. It was something different, and the thing I like about wrestling is it's like my release, if you know what I mean. It's like all the, you know, it's like all the like
aggression,
or you get all the aggression, all the stress out from work. You know, like no matter how fucking pissed off or annoyed you are during the week, it's like nothing like hitting your best mate in the fucking face really hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
get it done.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's like, you know, going down there and getting to wrestle and getting to like be like the person who you like secretly want to be from when you were a kid. Because that's what wrestling's fucking are, aren't they?
It is.
You know, let's be honest. Unless you're handed a gimmick by like the promoter who says you're gonna be Ryanair or something like that, you know. Unless you've been like handed that gimmick. You know, you're very lucky in British wrestling that you get, in fact, the indies in general, you get to like do a gimmick that you want to do. So, and it can be like an extension of yourself. So, yeah, I just be a like really big hard badass if I'm not in reality.
Let's go away from wrestling for a minute. Let's talk about Yuri. What do you do outside of wrestling? I mean, what? What do you get up to?
My full-time job is I'm a surveyor.
I used to do that.
I didn't.
I didn't.
Did you?
Cavity wall.
It's not surveying.
No.
Not really.
Anyway.
No, I'm a surveyor and RICS registered valuer.
Yeah.
The Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyors. So yeah, went to uni and I have a job. I got a job and I still have a job doing that. So that's like my job, and it's basically I value properties for people, whether they're buying a house to either live in or they're buying it to let it out. We basically.
So you're a bit like an estate agent?
No.
But above it?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, because we have to go to university.
Ooh.
And we have to go to university and get a degree before we can go and do anything else. Estate agents, you can go and work as an estate agent when you come out of school and still become one later on.
Awesome.
But we'll go out and we'll basically go out to the property. Like an estate agent will get a property, if they get told to put it on the market, they'll put it on the market. You know, we'll go out and we'll say this property, we'll look at the property and go, yeah, this property's got some structural damage. So, and then we'll value it based on what's wrong with it. Cool. And either advise them to buy it or not buy it, but yeah, it's basically what I do.
Awesome.
It's pretty fun, every day's different, you know.
Keeps you busy?
Keeps me busy, keeps me too fucking busy actually.
So, I know you like your food.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you like your smokes, your cigars.
Yeah.
So, I want to know, what's your favourite food and what's your favourite cigar?
My favourite food.
Oh, well, I can't remember.
My favourite meal is chicken wings.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because they're just fucking that nice. No, I like chicken wings because they're not very good for you, and everyone likes something that's not very good for them. But the thing with chicken wings is, you know, you can get a load of them and you can basically put whatever type of flavour you want on them. You can have hot and spicy, peri-peri, barbecue, Cajun, buffalo, Louisiana barbecue. You can just put all different types of flavour on them. So yeah, that's definitely chicken wings, and I still think mine are like the best.
Yeah.
I tend to be disappointed when I eat them elsewhere because they're just not as good as mine. And cook them in a Pyrex dish, right? You want to make, do you want to know the secret?
Well,
Not really a secret. Right, if you're going to make chicken wings, you're going to put some flavouring on them. Don't buy sauce, right? Because sauce, when you cook it, thins out and runs off and you don't get the stuff.
Yeah.
Buy the bag, buy the little pouches of powder.
I know what you mean, yeah.
Like flavour it, it's the good stuff. Buy that. You cover them in that. I normally like put them in a bowl, put the lid on, put them in a bowl, put the powder over, put the lid on, shake it up, and then cover them. And what happens is that the sauce like liquefies, and becomes a sticky sauce and sticks to the meat. You cook them in a pan. I found this out. Start cooking them in a Pyrex dish and just cooks them so much better. They get really fucking crispy.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's chicken wings. My favourite cigars are Monte Cristos.
But if money was no object, what cigars would you smoke?
Probably Monte Cristos.
Still.
But it depends, because you can buy cigars that cost like fucking 10 grand and shit.
Yeah.
They actually exist. People will buy them.
It's crazy, man.
I don't see the point, you know. Why you spend 10 grand on a cigar when you can get
Just
one?
to burn, you might as well just burn the money.
Yeah.
Might as well like it, isn't it?
Yeah.
What are you into?
What am I into?
Yeah, what are you into? Do you like comic books? Are you into watching anime? I don't know.
I like wrestling, obviously.
Yeah.
I like films. I like films and television series.
What's your favourite film? Or what are your favourite films?
Godfather.
Yeah.
Godfather and Scarface.
What TV series are you watching at the moment? Or was watching?
I'm currently watching Ray Donovan. It's a very good television programme. Yeah. I think The Sopranos and Game of Thrones are my favourite sort of stuff. I like stuff with violence in it, you know. That's in it. But yeah, no, I do like comic books.
Do you collect them?
I've bought a couple recently. I sort of didn't do it, but my girlfriend does a lot of reading, so I was like, well, I need to do some reading, so I started buying comic books.
Yeah.
And I got a load of these like Wolverine ones from like years ago.
Yeah.
That were like what they call Wolverine Unleashed.
Yeah.
And they were out in like 1998. And I had like 3 of them from like then. And I went on eBay and found those. And got 30 for about 22 quid.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, and I like the simple things in life.
Don't we all?
I do.
Can you do any voices?
Yeah.
Who can you do?
I can do you, Joe.
I don't know. Can you do anyone famous? Or programs or something? Family Guy or something like that?
I can't, but I'm not going to.
Why?
I don't want to.
Come on.
No, this is supposed to be an interview about wrestling. Not me.
Well, it's not an interview
not,
about you.
yeah, but I'm not. I don't want to be trying to fucking launch and fucking career as an impersonator. I'm not going to go on Britain's Got Talent and try and do fucking impressions of people.
Right, cool. Right, I'm going to wind this down now. I'm going to ask you the last few questions.
Alright, good.
You ready for this? Who's your favourite wrestler?
Favourite wrestler to watch is Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
And Umaga.
Cool.
Umaga. Definitely Umaga.
Cool. What's the best match you've ever seen? Yeah.
I actually have 5. There's Triple H versus Cactus Jack at the Royal Rumble, the street fight. There's Shawn Michaels versus Mankind at Mind Games, 96. There's Triple H versus Batista at WrestleMania 21. It's a really good story, building up to it, before you fucking Mark start going, oh, Batista was shit. Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
And Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, the first one at WrestleMania 25.
Yeah.
And Umaga versus Jeff Hardy at the Great American Bash. That is a fucking gem.
Yeah.
It's a fucking gem, that one.
Cool.
Yeah.
Best match you've ever been in? Or your favourite match, sorry?
Best singles match I've had in, because it was the most solid and everything sort of went the way it should have gone. Was against Danny Hope, the first Future Shot Warrington Slam show.
Nice.
Just everything just went like, you know, we were on second, so it was like have a good TV match, and it was a good TV match. I watched it back, and there were no, you know, everything happened the way it should have gone. But the best match I've been in was a 6-man tag match. It was the Uprising, which was me, Ryan Hendricks and Sander Cooper, versus the Models and Jack Gallagher. And it was just watching it, and it's just like a really, really good match. There's this spot where like Jack gives Cooper back suplex off the top to the outside onto all of us. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
What would be your dream match?
Me versus Umaga.
Nice. Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because like just would, because he'd like fucking batter me for a start. You know, he'd be mint.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, but that's your dream match, isn't it? You know, it's stuff that like, it's never going to happen. Probably me versus Umaga, because he like, you know, like when you're training and you like watch guys, and like certain guys get influenced. You know, certain guys influence you, and you start doing their stuff. He was the one who influenced me the most, because he was that big guy, but in WWE he wasn't like enormous. You know, in terms of size and like the way he works and just doing his stuff. That's why I do like Simone Spikes to finish now, because he did it, and it was a good finishing move.
Cool.
Yeah.
Who would be your dream tag team partner?
I don't know, to be honest. I'm actually very happy. I don't know, but I'm actually very happy with my tag team partner I've got in Future Shot now.
Yeah.
Ryan Hendricks. She's got a good like dynamic going. She's a hippie.
Yeah.
And I'm this man's man. You know.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, eat meat, drink beer, and I'm fat, and he's thin, and he's a vegan with dreadlocks. He's always like, yeah, man. You know what I mean? Like, you've met Ryan, haven't you?
I've not met him.
You know, I know. He's
never
funny.
met him.
It's funny. So we've got. I'm really happy at the moment, because we've got a really good like tag dynamic going. In that, like, we're like complete polar opposites, and that's why we're like good as a team.
Good chemistry.
Yeah, definitely. And like, he's one of them. Like, I'll be doing matches, and there'll be like a spot where he's supposed to do something, and I'm like lying in the ring going like, Ryan. So he forgot the spot, and right when he's supposed to, like the last second, he does it. You know, so it's like it's like timed perfectly.
Yeah.
You know, and I genuinely don't think he gets enough credit or gets about enough for like the way he is, because do you remember when we wrestled in Warrington, and what was it? Ty threw D-Mac out the ring, and D-Mac pulled you off the apron as Ty went for the
Yeah. No, it was you.
I was for the missed tag spot. Not for the finish.
Oh yeah.
That's what we did that, and Ryan left it to when Sonner was in the air about to jump to tag Sam. He waited till he was there and pulled Sam off, and it could not have been timed any better because like this happens.
Questions. I've started adding this feature in. Well, this one question. So, what it is you get to ask me one question at the end, and then I ask you a question. That's it.
Okay.
So, would you like to ask me one question?
Why you called drill?
Well, basically it was when I was younger. We used to swim in ponds and that, as you do when you're from estates. As a council kid, and basically we used to have loads of energy as well. And I never stopped going, and my mate just kept going because my first name begins with D. He just kept calling me Drill all the time. I said, why do you keep calling me Drill?
So it's the same reason that I'm called Don Meacho, is that it's a name that you couldn't. Basically, when you came to choose your wrestling name, you couldn't think of anything else.
Well, when it came to wrestling, he goes, right, we need a name for you. You just gimmick.
Yeah.
It suits you, I want this name for you. So I've written all these names, I've researched all these names, you know, like old gangsters and men. And I'm going, I never even put a drill on. So I took names, mixed them all up, and said, I don't like them. And then come a week before the show, it's like, you know what, you call it drill. So we'll just keep it drill, keep it that. But that was it. But yeah, he just kept saying, I used to have loads of energy. So he's just like, you keep going like a drill. And I'm like, how did you get that reference? And then obviously I got into rap. I used to love rap, so I called myself Dr. Drill. And he's rapping lyrics and stuff and rap. I got pretty good at it. I used to only be pretty good at it when I was drunk.
I still think you should like change your entrance music to be like a drill noise.
It is a drill at the beginning.
Yeah, no, we just have like all the way through, just like.
Bit like the dentist.
Yeah, but like a bit like a mix of that, but like Scott Steiner's theme, where it's like, and you've got like a.
Yeah.
After it, I think that would be fucking good.
Anyway, last question for you. What advice would you give to anyone who's looking to get into wrestling or just started?
What advice would you give?
Yeah.
Find a good reputable school with a good reputable trainer. Train at least once a week, every week, and be patient. If some fucking half-wit fucking school or booker offers you a show, position on a show, and you're not ready and you go there, your debut has been shit, and you'll probably go there wearing someone else's gear, you know, you know what I mean? You'll go there wearing somebody else's gear you've borrowed, some fucking, what are them Lonsdale boots everyone trains in?
Boxing shoes.
Some Lonsdale boxing shoes, and it'll be shit. Whereas if you go to, you know, there's loads of good schools out there now who all run good quality shows, like the standard of wrestling has gone up, like, you know, dramatically. You know, gone are the days of fucking skinny kids in pleather pants. You know what I mean? You know, you look around, like, guys look like wrestlers now. You know, you don't like, you know, I know I'm fat.
But you can kick someone's head.
Yeah, but I'm still like, you know, I wrestle to suit my size. I move to suit my size. I do stuff to suit my size. But that's like because I don't like working out, and I've, you know, I'll go do what I need to do. But I don't want to be a bodybuilder. So yeah, reputable school, reputable trainer. Be patient. Your time will come, and it'll be fucking worth it in the end.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That it?
That's it.
You don't want to plug anything? Sell yourself? Anything coming out? Anyone follow you on Twitter?
I don't really like Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. I put pictures of food up.
And food and beer.
Pictures of food. You can follow me on Twitter. It's Don Meacho. I put up pictures of food and beer and alcohol and whiskey, and occasionally photographs of scenery in Wales as well. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Nothing else?
Britannia Wrestling Promotions, www.futureshowwrestling.co.uk. Yeah.
That's it. Sweet. Right. Thanks for watching. I'm Drill.
I'm Don Meacho.
I'll catch you down the road.